Hi guys, PJ here with another stunning release by Codemasters. This time it's Dirt 4, the rallying game, available on Xbox One, PS4 and PC, the version we're looking at right here. Now, PC version, it's got pretty good graphical options and stuff like that on it. And it seems to scale well from what I can tell. Got a couple of mates who have got this particular game on different systems, one on an i3 with a GTX 770, and that runs pretty good, not bad at all. The other end of the scale, somebody running it on a GTX 1080 with a 6700 Intel CPU, no problems at all, you know, max frame rate, ultra, 4K, great, no problems. So I'm trying it here today on my FX 8350 at 4.2, Radeon R9 290X graphics card, 4GB one, and 16GB of main RAM at 1833. The game's installed on a 7200 speed hard drive and it's got Windows 10 Pro on an Intel SSD. Now, loading times on this game aren't an issue, it is very, very quick to load. So if we go straight into it, and we'll have a look at all the options and bits and bobs on it. Okay, can we skip this a little bit? There is a little intro thing that you have to do. You have to like put your driver profile and everything in. Once you've done that and you've done an initial rally stage after a little training session, you get into this open area, and this open area is just to familiarise yourself with the car. When I first booted this up, it immediately set it to ultra graphics setting, and it immediately set it to 4K. I was a little bit surprised because I don't know if you know or not, you may do, but the guys that made Drive Club, Evolution Studios, a lot of their developers and team, when they were dissolved by Sony, actually went to Codemasters. So obviously there's a lot of input there now with Codemasters on this. So I don't know whether I went into this expecting Drive Club level graphics or what, but rallying games never seem to quite be there, do they, on the graphics department? I mean, the car model's not bad. It's just not, like I say, like you'd expect from Drive Club. It plays nice enough, no problem there. This is just a mess around area. I'll put the OSD on there for you, on screen display, and this is Ultra 1440p. Everything absolutely maxed out. We're using an Xbox One controller. You do have all the steering wheel options on this, as well as a DS4 controller should you wish. As you can see, we've got a lock 60 frames per second. CPU load is minimal, to say the least. I mean, we're looking at highs of 50% on one of the cores, so that's nothing. VRAM usage is 3.7.5 gigabytes at this setting, but it plays nice, you know, no pressure on the system at that. So if we go have a look at all the options available to us, here we go. Options, game preferences, we have difficulty settings, lots and lots of tweakability here, guys. Auto repairs on or off, as you can imagine. We've got anti-lock brake system, you can scale it up, you know, all the way to 5 there. Off throttle braking, again all the way up to 5, down to 0, yeah. Leave it on what it's preset at. Automatic windscreen wipers, stands for itself, doesn't it really? Exterior cameras on and off, launch control on and off, stability control. Now you've got different levels of this, yeah, I've got it down on 2 there, felt it was sort of nice on 2. Traction control on and off, transmission, automatic or semi-automatic, or manual sequential, manual H pattern or manual H pattern with clutch, so you can go the whole hog on this. Clutch override on and off. Time control braking, you've got different settings for that one from 1 to 5. If we don't need to apply them, I've not actually changed anything there. On-screen display settings, you've got the entire HUD on or off, you've got button prompts on and off, and you've got, let's have a look, co-driver calls on and off, online driver tags on and off, instrument cluster on and off, notification feed, on-screen display messages on and off, progress bar on and off, timing on and off, and rear view mirror on and off. Okay, now other options on this game preferences are your camera field of view. Obviously you can make it much wider field of view, which is quite a nice aspect. Will hit your GPU though a little bit, that, so if you go too much, too field of view, you're going to start knocking your GPU a bit, unless you've got a very powerful GPU. Camera shake, you know, I've got it on max there. Co-driver calls, middle of the road, it's how quickly they call them out to you. If you even listen to them, you're meant to. Cockpit driver and wheel, whether you want them on or off to be able to see them. There you go, on off. Unpause countdown, on and off. There you go. Subtitles, on and off. Units, imperial or metric. I'm old, so imperial's good. Let's just apply that there. Okay, input. We have steering device selection automatic. Yeah, there you go. There's your selection that I've got. Keyboard and controller. Reason being, of course, no steering wheel plugged in. Device management. There you go. Configuration keyboard. X1 controller. So if you go X1, you can do all your vibration settings and stuff. Up and down. Advanced input settings. A lot of tweakability here. Like you can see, you can set your controller up for just how you like to play the game. You know, faff around with that. I left it on default, it seemed to do the job for me, but I've got it on the sort of gamer level setting rather than the sim level setting. On sim level you'd probably want to mess around with that. Input bindings, it's pretty straightforward really, isn't it? It's whatever you want to set them to. All the way down there, you've got quite a lot. Hell of a lot. And right to the bottom, there you go. Input presets, yep, controller, no, back out of that. Like I say, if you've got other devices plugged in, such as steering wheel and pedals and stuff, you are going to see more options there. Okay, so now we go to, we'll leave graphics to the end because it's always the big one, takes me longer to cover. So if we go to audio, everything when you come into this menu is on 100, it's maxed. Yeah, I've obviously turned it all down a bit so I can you can hear me over the sound effects and everything. Quite a lot of options there to turn down and up. Set it how you want. System EQ just caters for if you've got TV, headset or flat. Some of these settings won't go down to less than 50. Look, we're on 50 and it's refusing to go any lower. You obviously go up to 100. So speech goes down further. The ones that are on 50, they won't go any lower. Okay. So dynamic range, high and low. Simple enough. Voice chat on and off. Push to talk on and off. And apply settings. Graphics. Okay. Presets. As you would expect, we have ultra, high, medium, low, ultra low. Okay. We're on ultra at the moment. And if we go into video mode, we can go full screen. Yes. That's the highest resolution my card goes to. 3200 by 1800. It's sort of my 4K. Yeah. Obviously, you can drop down. There's your 1440p, quite a common one. Like I say, the game doesn't seem too taxing to run, so I'd definitely aim high first. You go all the way down to... What do we go down to? There you go. 1024 by 768 is your lowest. Yeah. So if we leave it on max, and we've got VSync on, we've got refresh rate there, depending on your monitor, of course. If we turn VSync off, can we adjust? No, we can't. Right. Aspect ratio automatic, 4:3, 5:3, 5:4, 14:10, 16:9, 16:10, 21:9. So your ultra wides are catered for. That's nice on a racing game. I will be trying that out in the next couple of days, which is quite looking forward to that, to be honest with you, going ultra wide. So I'll be able to try a few more games on ultra wide and the standard 16:9 at the same time and let you know how they fare. Should hopefully be for tomorrow onwards. I'll be doing the ultra wide reviews and also HDR implementation on PC, all combined. Just waiting for the new monitor, which I'm picking up tomorrow. So what else have we got? Multi-sampling, yeah, your MSAA, we've got 2, CMAA off for 8, 2F4 EQAA. Got some fancy names on these ones, haven't they? Yeah, so we'll leave it on what it was set at, 4 times MSAA. Anisotropic filtering, we're on 8, it goes up to 16. What does it go to if we absolutely max this game out? Let's have a look. Apply. Okay, so we've maxed it. We're on 4 gigabytes of VRAM just sitting here in the menu. So let's have a look. Okay, Nighting, we're all on Ultra. Everything. So we can just quickly go through these for you guys. Starting at the top, we got night lighting, yeah. We go high, medium, low. Low is your lowest, okay. And then shadows, ultra low for shadows. Okay. Particles, all the way to off. Weather, low, high, just low and high. Crowd, we've got ultra all the way down to off, so you can turn the crowd completely off. Cloth, high, low, off. Ambient occlusion, we're starting on ultra all the way down to ultra low. Advanced ambient occlusion, some good options here, on and off. Mirrors, high, medium, low, off. Ground cover, all the way down to off. Yep. Vehicle details, again all the way down. Oh, we go to ultra low on vehicle details. We will test some of these presets out and have a quick look in a minute. Track, so we're on ultra, goes down to medium track. Trees, ultra low. Objects, low. Vehicle reflections, low. Water, again low. And skid marks on and off. Texture detail goes to low. Shader detail, high, ultra low, low, medium, high. No ultra, just high. Advanced blending on and off, yeah. Motion blur on and off. Apply. So that is absolutely maxed. There's your gamma setting there, just in case you were interested. Yeah. Right, so we're maxed out on the settings. We're maxed out on the res, and even the multi-sampling's maxed. This is going to have a pretty serious frame rate hit, I would have thought. Let's see what it goes like. Okay, so yeah, 24 frames per second, and that's how it looks. I'm not seeing that much difference from where it was set before. I mean, it was nearly maxed before, and this is at 4K. Frame rate, yeah, 24. You can't play it like that. But that's what it looks like anyway. Utterly maxed. Well, let's turn that off. Options, graphics. So if we change this preset down, if we go to high and see what it changes. Okay, so advanced graphics. Right, we have docked everything down to high, but the main one I want to look at is, where are we? Video mode, sorry. Multi-sampling stayed the same. Now I think this is the big hit. So if we turn this down to 2 times MSAA again and apply those settings. Yeah, it is. Frame rate has jumped right back up. I saw it happen as I pressed the option. Yeah, 59, 60 frames per second. That top end MSAA is incredibly taxing, guys. So if you're having problems, turn it down. I would imagine you guys with your NVIDIA Titans and your GTX 1080 Ti's, they probably fare, pretty well. But it was definitely GPU bottlenecked for myself. The CPU's not really bothered. Like I say, the games are designed with the consoles in mind, and obviously that means they're designed for bearing in mind a netbook CPU. So it's rare for a game to be CPU limited when it's coming out on console. But there you go, that's 4K high. Easy enough. Oops. That's brake car. So that was staying 58 frames per second, 60 frames per second, no problem. Options. And we will go for a more sensible res. Yeah, see if we can get this VRAM down, because the VRAM is still at, you know, sort of 4 gigabytes. Let's go down and drop the VRAM. Okay, let's go graphics, video mode. We'll put it on 1440. Yeah, it's a popular one these days. And I'll leave VSync on. Oh, we don't want 2 times. Let's go 4 times. There we go. There we go. Advanced. See if we can get 1440p at ultra. So yes. There we go. Video mode. 1440p. 4 times MSAA. 16 times anisotropic filtering. And everything maxed. Yeah. And back into game. So we're at 1440p. Everything maxed. We've got, yeah, 57, 58 frames per second. And CPU usage no higher than 42, 43% per core. So your CPU is going to know no more than 50% on this particular one. Actual RAM it's using, we're on 12.5 gigabytes of normal RAM. 1440p is no problem. Right, let's see if we can get this VRAM down, because we're at 3931 megabytes at the moment. Options. Graphics. Okay. First of all, let's drop it down to 1080p. Pretty much everybody still games at that. You know, the vast majority, if you look on Steam, on the databases, the vast majority are gaming on a 1080p set. And I believe the GTX 970 is still the most popular card. So, well, let's see how we go. Yes. 1080p, everything maxed. Okay, that's really odd. I've actually got a lower frame rate at 1080p. I've got 50 frames per second. How does that work? Weird. So I had better frame rate at 1440p. I think a game reload is needed. I'm going to try it. I'm going to reload the game because we've done a lot of messing around and I don't think some of the settings have kicked in correctly. So let's reload the game. As expected, guys, yeah, there was either a problem with the game or the monitoring software glitched a little bit. Frame rate, yeah, 60 frames per second after a complete reload. I reloaded the MSI Afterburner software and the game, and you got a solid 60%. 60 lock, as it were. 3.5 gigabytes of VRAM used. So let's try graphics presets. We've just had high. We'll go to medium, see what it looks like, see what it does. Okay. We still haven't dropped the VRAM, so I think there's some sort of weird glitch maybe here or something. That's medium. The floor textures have taken a bit of a hit. Card are not too bad still. Not bad. It's not bad. VRAM though, that can't be right. Let's see if we can drop the VRAM. If this doesn't work, I'll reload the MSI software again because I don't believe we're at that VRAM. Maybe, but advanced graphics. Medium sticks everything on medium, look, or off. We've got a few offs there. Ambient occlusion is off. Weather is on low. Video mode. That would explain it. It's defaulted itself back to 4K. The game sets my display to 4K as default. We don't really want that. Let's go down to 1080p. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Did reset itself when I reloaded the game. Okay. So, video mode. 1080p, yes. Medium, yes. Okay, so yeah, 3.1 gigabytes of VRAM used. I saw the grass pop in there that we're just driving over. Some weird usage statistics though. We're on 50 frames per second again. Odd. Okay. Let's try something else. Quality preset, ultra low. Yeah. Bump. Ultra low at 1080p. Okay, game's looking rough now. There's no way it's using that much VRAM. We've definitely got an issue with some software, so I'm going to try reloading again, guys. Okay, so even after a reload, 1080p very low, we are still on 3 gigabytes of VRAM. I'm going to check the minimum recommendation on VRAM for this game. Maybe its minimum rec is 3 gigabytes. I was hoping to get it down to 2 gigabytes, but it doesn't appear so. It seems pretty VRAM memory intensive. Okay, let's carry on. Oops. Not literally. Alright, graphics. We're going to drop down now the video mode to 720p. Where are we? There we go. So this is pretty low. We'll drop down the multi-sampling to off, anisotropic down to off. Refresh rate 50. That's why it was doing 50 frames per second. Okay, don't know why it did that. Apply all of that. Okay, this is as low as the game goes. VRAM's still high. Game looks disgusting. In all honesty, you'd expect it to look disgusting. You're going to need a 3 gigabyte card to run this game. Let me quickly look up the specs for the game. Okay, so looking back at the Steam specs here, minimum RAM is 4 gigabytes and VRAM is actually 1 gigabyte. So we've clearly got some sort of monitoring error or conflict going on here. I don't know what. The maximum that this game's going to need is a GTX 780 or an R9 390. Very, very strange. I must admit it's getting some mixed Steam reviews at the moment, but still. So it looks like the monitoring software is not quite playing the game with it. I mean, it's rather odd. Enough to say we've established that this game scales very well. You know, there's no problem in it in playing. It just seems to misguide VRAM readouts quite a lot. So myself, I'd be playing this on probably 1440 or 4K. I mean, probably on 4K actually, yeah. You could have a little bit of multi-sampling. It doesn't really need it, does it? Not at 4K. Yes, and then advanced. Stick that back to ultra. Hold on a minute. I was doing that wrong, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Where are we? Quality preset. There we go. No, dear me. Ultra. There we go. So we're on ultra, back to 4K again now. Yeah, to me that's fine. No problem. You could play it on 1440 to keep the 100% locked, 60 frames per second. But this is fine. No juddering or anything. The controls are nice and responsive on the game. It's just, in my opinion, not really a looker. You know, it's. I don't think it looks as good as Dirt Rally, in all truthfulness. And that's their older game. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully this video was of some help to you. Hopefully it'll aid you in buying the game if you're going to buy it. I don't know. Personally, I'm not going to say I'd buy it. You know, maybe the older one, stick with the older one for a bit, or wait for a sale, wait for a Steam sale. or buy it from one of the grey key sellers. I'm not too impressed, in all honesty. Yeah. If you like this video, please give me a like on your way out. Think about subscribing for more of the same, and thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye for now.